Hello, my loves. Welcome back to the channel. How are you all doing? Hope you're great. Today, we're making this beautiful flare dress with flare sleeves as well. You're going to need about 3 yards for this design. If you want yours to be as short as this, if you want it to be longer, you can still make use of 3 yards. But anything longer than the knee length, you need to look at more than 3 yards. So for this particular design, I'm working with 3 yards of fabric. Then I'm going to fold my fabric in form of a bias. So you can see this is the whole 3 yards. All right, so mine wouldn't be that long. It wouldn't be that short, but it wouldn't be very long. Somewhere around the knee, somewhere just there on the knee. All right, so what I'll do is to fold my fabric in bias form, like I'm folding a triangle. So that's what we mean by folding in bias. So look at the way I'm folding. So the lower part is wider than the upper part. So you need to fold it that way. Now there is no specific measurement as to what you use to fold on bias, but you need to have you need to have at least 20 to 23 inches depending on how wide you want it to be. So when I fold, I have at least 24 inches here on my table. You can say I have about 24 inches, and this is because I want the flare to be flying. You get, I want the flare to be very, I want the flare to be very much like I need the waves, the wavy effect that a flare dress gives. And so if you want yours to be more, you can fold more. That's the brain behind this. Okay, if you want it to be if you want the flare to be less or the wave to be less, you fold less. If you want it to be more, you fold more. All right, so the one I have folded is the width of the lower part is 24 inches. Now when you're done folding, you're going to measure the length you want. I want mine to be 41 inches. So you're going to mark the length that you want. Okay, then you're going to add 1 inch for hemming the bottom of the dress. So 41 inches, you go ahead and make a mark at that point. I'll go and cut this out so that we'll focus on the working pattern. Okay, we'll just focus on the dress we're making. So right now I've cut it out so that we can focus on the upper part. So here I'm going to come down by 10 inches. 10 inches is my chest line for this product. So I've made a mark at 10 inches across the length of the fabric like so. Okay, so my shoulder, I'm going to mark half of the shoulder measurement as well and make a mark at that point. That's your shoulder measurement divided by 2. Now you're not going to place exactly the shoulder measurement there because it's going to give you around a curve. You can see it's going to give you a slanted line. So you need to make sure that you keep your ruler straight, okay? Then measure straight up onto where you marked your shoulder measurement. If you mark the shoulder measurement on the chest line, it's going to give you a slanted line and you do not want that. Now for my neck width, I'm working with 3.5 by 4 inches. This is the front side of the dress, so I'm doing 3.5 by 4 inches. I'm going to make a mark at that point and curve it out in form of a round neckline. All right, so having done that, you're going to come down by 1 inch from the shoulder area, mark out your shoulder slope, and you're going to connect it to the neck width. Right, so after that, you're going to come back to the chest line and you're going to mark your bust measurement divided by 4. Now if you want this to be really fitted at the bust area, you just mark your bust measurement, but it feels good to have a bit of ease around that part, so you need to add like half inch of ease and add your 2 inches seam allowance. I'm also going to measure the length of the shoulder or the armhole, mark half of it and make my armhole. So basically whatever you do when you're making a basic dress or a basic bodice, okay? So I'm tapping in what by half inch and I'm going to curve out my armhole like so. You can see that. Right. So having done this, the next thing you're going to do is just to flare this from the bust to the length of the dress. Okay, so you're going to get a long ruler. Okay, you're now going to flare it out from the bust to the length of the dress like so. To the end of the dress. That is just it. This is all you need to do for this project. This is all you need to do. You can as well cut out at this point. Okay, so cut through the neckline, through the shoulder slope, then you cut through your neckline, sorry, your armhole and through the length of the dress. So guys, if you're new here on the channel, I say a very big and a warm welcome to you. Welcome to the channel. I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing here so far. Please subscribe to my channel and also turn on post notifications so that each time I upload a video, you'll be notified if you like the kind of content we upload here. And to my returning subscribers, yay! Welcome back, welcome back. Thank you so much for all the love you show me here on this channel. It is really amazing. I do not take you guys for granted at all. Thank you for always showing up. Now for the back, basically the same thing, but I'm adding 1 inch zip allowance at the back. You can see I have exactly the same thing. Now my neck depth for the back is just 2 inches. 2 inches for the neck depth, 1 inch for my zip allowance, then everything is the same. So I'm going to cut open my zipper allowance. Basically, fold your fabric into two, mark out your 1 inch zip allowance, place your fabric on it, cut out exactly the same thing. Then for the neckline, the depth is 2 inches. Pretty easy, right? I know you get it. You guys are smart, amazing people too. I know you understand. So try to notch out your zip allowance so that it helps you identify it when you're sewing. Right, so up and down. So the next thing you're going to do is to go ahead and join the shoulder area with 1/2 inch. When you're done joining, you're going to get a bias and tape round the neckline. So open it like so. So you're going to see what we have, like the flare. So I'm taking out my pins at this point. All right, so open up the dress. You can see, so this is how it flares out. This is what it looks like. Okay, so by the time we join and you wear it, you can see the flare. You can also enhance this by, using it with a belt. It's going to further help, show the waves of the flare. All right, so having said that, you need to join the shoulder area, then tape the upper part with bias, sewing your zipper and sew the sides. Now for the flare sleeve, I folded my fabric in bias as well. You can see, so I'm just going to cut out my sleeve just the way we make the head of our sleeve. All right, I have a tutorial here on the channel on how to make a basic sleeve. I'm going to drop the link to that video in the description box because this fabric has so many patterns. You may not really see how I am cutting the sleeve, okay? But you just need to fold. If you know how to cut a basic sleeve, that's okay. You're just going to fold your fabric in bias, okay? Then at the upper part, just draft out your basic sleeve. Then when you're done, you're going to flare it out from your cap height down to the length of the sleeve, okay? So that's how to make this flare sleeve or bell sleeve or funnel sleeve, whatever you'd like to call it. So this is how to make the sleeve. Remember, like I said, for making the dress, you need to join the shoulder areas, tape the upper part, the neckline with bias, sew in your side seam allowance, then attach your sleeve by the time you're done. So this dress is really, really easy to make. Within 30 to 45 minutes, you should be done cutting and making this dress, okay? So like I said, I made use of 3 yards for this project. So when I was done cutting one side of the sleeve, Bese entered. I did not now have enough fabric to cut the other hand or the other side of the sleeve. So as a tailor, you should be able to always improvise, find a means to work with what you have and still get the best out of it. Right. So now that my fabric was not enough, what I did was now cut it separately. Instead of having my fabric unfold to cut the other side of the flare, you can see I don't have enough fabric. So what I did was to fold into two, just open it like this, then place my sleeve on it, then cut exactly the same thing, but towards the side or towards the head of the sleeve, I'm going to leave 1/2 inch. Okay, I'm cutting only one piece here, okay, and by the side here I'm leaving 1/2 inch. I'm not cutting exactly what I'm supposed to have on fold. To the part that I have on fold on the other side of the sleeve, I'm only adding 1/2 inch. Then that 1/2 inch, I'm going to use it as allowance to join the sleeve together, because after cutting it as a single piece, I'm going to place it on another side of the fabric and cut out one single piece. Then when I join it will become one full sleeve. Do you get? So you're going to just join and top stitch, give it a very good press, and you have your sleeve complete. Alright, so you can see this other side. So what I'll do is just place it right side facing right side. Then I like to make sure that I incorporate this pattern part of the fabric. It's really beautiful. So I need to get it into the sleeve so that it makes the dress more beautiful. Okay, so I'll just cut exactly the same thing. Remember, I added half inch to the side of this sleeve that I'm cutting out so that when I join it together, it will become one piece and it will also be equal to the one I have already cut out before. Okay, so if you have 3 yards of fabric and when you're done cutting your sleeve, you're like, what? It's not enough for my sleeve. Had Noni told me that 3 yards would be enough. Relax, calm down. This is how we do it. And by the time we do, nobody's gonna know. They're not gonna know. Nobody's going to know that you joined it. Okay, so when you finish cutting, just go and join with half inch. Make sure you top stitch on it and give it a very good press. So this is what we have basically. You can see. So this is the flare sleeve. I'm going to go ahead and join everything. Now, at the end of the day, this is what we have. This girl was busy showing herself instead of showing the dress. I said she should help me and record. You can see. You can see. Please look at the dress. Don't look at the person recording. I'm begging you. Please anti-shift. Yes. All right. So this is the dress that we've just made. It is beautiful. Very beautiful. I know how many people have enter this shop today to say this dress is beautiful, make something like this for me, right? So I'll see you in my next tutorial. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it, and if you did, please subscribe, like this video, share it with other soulmates so that when they see it, it's going to help them make a beautiful dress for themselves. At this point, I am rambling. I don't know what I'm saying. So I'll see you in my next one. Stay blessed. I love you guys. Bye bye.